All right, finally made it home. I had to stop at CVS to pick up a prescription. So since I was right there by the Kroger, I just said, you know what, let me go ahead and get this bag of salad. Got some cucumbers as well. Got some mushrooms. Y'all, they had some no salt added mushrooms. Can you believe it? So I got 2 of those to put into the pasta. And look what I found, y'all, over in the clearance. Oh, I did also get a thing of ginger ale. But look at what I found in the clearance, though. Since I'm over here, we'll start here. Another box of coffee. Now, this is decaf, but it's all good, girl, because it was $7.35. And y'all know these big boxes, it says $20. So, good deal. It's taped. So I don't think any are missing. I'm not sure why this is on clearance. There was 2 boxes, but I was like, you know what? Let me just stick with the one because it took me a minute to get through that other box that I got on clearance, and I don't see what the best buy date on this one is. So I said, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, let me just get the one. Do y'all see it? I don't see it. I don't see no best buy date anywhere. Or anyway, so got that. But over in the clearance section, besides that coffee, they had pasta. And I went ahead and grabbed some because, for one, they were really cheap. So this is the penne pasta. It's by Tinkiata Pasta Joy. So it's organic brown rice pasta, cholesterol-free, and low sodium. Okay, I don't think I've seen many pasta boxes that say low sodium in it. I'm trying to recall. No, I don't think I have. Anyway, so we've got this penne. This was 80 cents. I ended up getting 4 of penne, so 80 cents a box. So that's another penne. And then they only had these 2 elbow noodles. So this is the same brand. Cholesterol-free, low sodium, brown rice pasta, and this one was 40 cents. Got dinner going. So I've got turkey meat, some pepperoni that was in the refrigerator. I just cut it up and threw it in there. I had a little bit left of the 3 pepper mix with the onion, so I threw that in there. And these are all the seasonings that I used: garlic, onion, or garlic powder, onion powder, this oregano, basil, tomato, ground paprika, black pepper, and light salt. I'm also going to throw some spinach in there because I've got a bag of spinach in the freezer that needs to get used. My noodles are done boiling. They actually look really good. And I just happened to look at the ingredients on this, and it's just brown rice. Isn't that crazy? It says brown rice pasta, but I don't know why I thought, I'm thinking like the traditional pasta, but it does say right here in my face, not from refined flour. So this is basically brown rice in noodle form. So I'm going to drain that. I've got to wash out my little colander here because I drained the turkey meat before I put that stuff in it. And let me pull out my sauce because this is actually ready for sauce. I'm going to use the one, let's see, I should have put, did I set these up as first in, first out? Yeah, I did. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. I'm going off of memory. So let me rearrange my pasta sauces to first in, first out, because I actually bought these first, trying to eventually buying these, to eventually buying these, which these are the last ones that I purchased because remember they were on sale and I shared some with my parents. So those are actually need to go to the back. Anyway, so pulling out these 2 right here, lower sodium. I got y'all looking at my stove, but I'm rearranging my pasta sauce there. Okay. All right, so yeah. And then y'all saw the bag of salad. I was gonna do like some corn with this, but it's just two of us eating, and this is gonna last for today and tomorrow. So that means when I get home tomorrow from work, I don't have to cook. Yay. I'm sitting in front of Walmart, enjoying this air before I get out. It's 90 something degrees outside, and I'm hot, and plus I don't want my fries to get cold. I just came out of the McDonald's drive-thru because while I was in the Goodwill, my stomach was growling like crazy. Like all of a sudden, when I went in, I wasn't even hungry, but it seemed like the longer I was in there, I started getting hungry. I was in there for a long time. I got in there like maybe around like 10:30 something, because it was right after I dropped the hunt off at Dallas's, and I'm just now leaving. It's after 12. So I stopped at McDonald's. On the app, they've got this deal where you can get a free medium fry with the purchase of a drink. So cool, because that's all I need. I don't need nothing. Like, I'm not trying to get full. I just need to put something on my stomach, and I need it to be cheap. So I did get the drink. I got a Coke with extra ice and the fries, and so my total ended up being like $2.30. Great. So while I was in Goodwill, I was in there for a long time. Like I said, I think I just said that, but yeah, I was in there for a minute, and at first I didn't really find anything. Like, I saw stuff, but nothing that I wanted to leave out of the store with, right? So today's color is orange. Nothing that I picked up was orange. However, I did find some stuff. So this dish rack, I got this dish rack. Well, I'll show you guys at home, but I've got a dish rack to replace the red one in the kitchen, because I told y'all I'm trying to move away from the color red. Red is really not like my go-to color anyways. I don't know. I forget the reason on why I went with red when we first moved in that apartment, but I told you guys I was gonna go towards like more of the blues family. I changed my mind about that too. What I decided to do is just do what makes me happy at this, in this in that what are the words am I looking for? I'm just trying to do what makes me happy at this point, okay? I was looking for a different word, but it ain't coming to me fast enough, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Normally, I try to do things like around the house that I think my daughter or my husband would like, but I don't think they care enough. So as far as the kitchen, I was gonna go with blues because blues are calming, and I was trying to find a good color that would go well with brown, since all my furniture is brown. And I don't even think I care anymore. I'm just gonna go with what I like, since I'm the one that spends the majority of the time in the kitchen anyways. It might as well be decorated and have things in there that I like. So we're gonna go with purple. Purple is my favorite color. I like pretty much all shades of purple. I love like a deeper purple though, like a plum purple or a royal purple, a beet color purple. You know, I like the deeper purples, but I like the lighter purples as well. And I already have a purple Keurig, coffee Keurig. So why not just build off of that, right? So anyway, so the kitchen is gonna be black, cream, and purple. I think that it looks good in my head. So anyways, I've got this dish rack that's black. There's nothing up under it. There's a Walmart right here. I'm sitting right here in front of their door. I'm gonna run in there. The other day I was in there, not at this location, but I was in a Walmart the other day, and I saw this drying mat that I want to get. I should have got it then, but I was being cheap and was like, you know what, I don't feel like spending the money, even though it was just $5. But in that moment, I wasn't in there for that. I just happened to see it. So yeah, I'm gonna see if they've got one in here, and I'm gonna pick that up, and then I'm gonna carry my behind home. Do some tidying up a little bit, sit some meat out for dinner, and go from there, basically. All right, I'm back home. This is the dish rack that I ended up getting. And I want to say I actually saw this same one at Walmart not too long ago. This is Rubbermaid. I feel like I saw this at Walmart not that long ago. I was looking at it. I don't remember what the brand was, but it was pretty much the same exact one for like $12. I ended up paying $4.09 for this one, so yay. I'm just gonna give it a good wipe down here. I've already cleaned off the area that I'm gonna put it in. That's where the red one was, and the red one was a little bit bigger than this one, so it took up a lot of the space over here. So let me see if I sit this like that. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me bring y'all over here. If I sit this like this, then I have this extra space over here. If I do it this way, then I don't have a whole lot of space, but I still have more space than I had with the red one. I think what I'm going to do is do it like that. And then what I might end up doing is moving my my Keurig over here, like so. Let's see. And then I've got my little container here that I keep my coffee in. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for right now, let me put y'all back over here. I'm just gonna wipe down this right here. I've got my little cleaning solution, which is just bleach, water, and dishwashing liquid. And they had another one that was kind of similar to this one, and it had a bottom to it, but it was $13. And I was saying to myself, wow, I think that's a little bit more than what they actually sell it for at the store. And then I also saw this one that I see all the time on Amazon, where it has like this bottom and then this spout for the excess water to leak out, and it goes like this, and the spout is right here, and that's where the water comes out. And online I always see them for like 30 bucks, while someone today, and I didn't really like the way it looked. It looked different in person than it does online. I just really wasn't feeling it, so I didn't get that one. It was like I think that one was $14.99 as well. So I didn't pick that one up. I just didn't like the way it looked. I like the way it looks in the photo on Amazon, but in person, it wasn't giving me the same effect. So let me rinse this off. So in a way, I'm glad I didn't order it, because I have, I think, about 2 or 3 versions of the one that I saw with the spout in my Amazon cart, and now that I know what it looks like in person, I'm glad I didn't order it because I probably would have ended up sending it back once I got it home and unboxed it and everything and seen how it really looked on my countertop. Alright. Okay. So I think that's gonna look nice. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. This I can just. Okay, so I'm guessing this goes on this side. Maybe it goes like this. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So at Walmart, I ended up getting this. I was looking for a black one, but they didn't have it in black. They just had it in the tan, which I didn't even know they sold these in the tan because at the other Walmart where I saw these, I only saw black and white. So this is the Clorox drying mat, and it says absorbent and durable mesh backing. This product is treated with an antimicrobial agent to inhibit the growth of odor causing bacteria. The antimicrobial properties do not protect users or others against bacteria, viruses, germs, and other diseases and organisms. Okay. Anyways. Alright, so we've got this one. And they did have a mainstay drying mat that was a little bit bigger. But of course, it didn't have any of these antimicrobial features. It was just a plain one, and it actually was $2 more than this was. So this is the drying mat. It's in tan. That's the mesh back. Okay, and I think this is going to work out just fine. As you can see, still undecided about the cake, the Keurig, but it's okay. I've got plenty of time to figure out what I'm going to do with that. The other thing that I ended up getting was this, which I also have in my cart on Amazon, and I'm going to just stick it. A part of me honestly wants to stick it like this, but whatever I put in here, like the sponge, the water is just going to drip down, right? Or maybe not. Whoop. Let's see. You know what? Let me not say that. If I bring the sponge out good, then I won't have a problem. So I'm going to go with my original plan because my sink is not tall enough for me to just sit this on the side. It'll just end up getting knocked off. But my idea is to put it. Oh. I think I was just overthinking this. I don't know why I just went through all that about the sponge. I don't know exactly what their point was with this type of packaging around these suction cups, but okay. So I don't want to break the suction cups. Alright. There we go. So we're just going to stick this just like that. Maybe just like that. Is that too high? Is it, hold up, is it even gonna stick? Let's do that. Like that. I feel like I gotta wet it a little bit. Hopefully that stays. All right. Hopefully that stays. Okay, let me fix y'all. I don't want you to fall. Alright, so I'm just gonna put my sponge in there. Where's my little, right here, sink stopper. And boom, I like how that looks. Okay, so now that's done. Let me show y'all what else I picked up from the Goodwill. Including this dish rack, my total came up to $15. So that's including this dish rack. Nothing that I picked up was on sale. Man, I can't believe I paid $4 for this dish rack. That's a good deal. Alright, so I picked up 2 coffee mugs. Vintage coffee mugs. This French Market, and I did research them on eBay before leaving the store. So I went ahead and paid the $2.50 for this because there are a few of these that have actually sold on eBay for a pretty decent amount. So this is the New Orleans French Market Premium French Roast Coffee. It's a vintage mug from the 90s. So it has the 90s on there. And I paid $2.49 for that. The other coffee mug that I picked up was this one, Campbell's Soup. The Good Kids Campbell's Soup. This is also vintage. I can just tell looking at it. I didn't even have to peel the sticker off. But I paid 89 cents for it. And I did not do research on this, but it's a vintage Campbell's mug. So I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I could go wrong picking this up. It's a licensed Campbell's Soup company. So it's an authentic Campbell's Soup coffee mug. I'll have to peel that off. It's starting, the sticky part is stuck on the coffee mug, so I have to clean it off. But yeah. So that's going to go on eBay. Both of those are going to go on eBay. And then I also found, that's what I was about to say, 2 vintage t-shirts in the men's section. So this is a Pokemon, my apologies, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. It looks brand new. There's no fading in the lettering, no cracks or anything. This was $3.54 and it's an extra large. I did Google this. I did some research as far as on eBay and stuff. And I looked it up by this right here. Because there's a ton of Dragon Ball Z stuff online, but I was trying to narrow it down to like their vintage t-shirts and stuff. And so I went by this Toei, I'm not sure how you say it, animation. So I went by that in order to find this shirt, and I did find one actually. And then I found another one that was very similar to this one, but it didn't have him on the sides right here. Online. I didn't find it in person. Online is where I saw it. Alright, so that's that. And then couldn't pass this up. It's a Purple Rain Prince t-shirt. So of course, this is a vintage item, and it's in a 2XL. And the reason I picked it up was because I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure if this was just like a random t-shirt with Prince printing on the front, or if this actually came from his merch, right? So when I got in some good light, I was able to see the label. And you guys probably can't see it because it's so faded. But what it says is, it says the Prince Estate, official and approved. This is 100% cotton. So this is an actual Prince t-shirt that was printed. So it's his merch from his estate, right? It's not just like a, what's the Gillid brand with Prince printed on the front of it. So yeah, I had to go ahead and pick that up so that I could put it in my store, and I paid $3.54 for that. So not bad. I've still got to finish up that, I don't know why it seems like it takes me so long when I'm listing. So I guess because once I start, I'll stop because I'm getting distracted by other things, and then I say I'll come back to it, and then I'm too tired to come back to it and all the things. But those last items that I purchased, that coat, those shoes, and that skirt, I've got the photos for them. I've just got to get them as an active listing, or get them active on eBay. So I suppose at some point today I'll work on that. Then that way I can go ahead and move on to these items. Got those. And alright. So that's done. I need to think more on that coffee Keurig situation. But let's see, I can't put this right here, or can I? No, that'd be too much, because if I press down on it, it might fall, actually. So we'll do that. Do that. Got my cleaning stuff here. I need to clean this side of the countertop. Oh my goodness, just made a sale on eBay. Let's go grab the item. It is those razors. Boom shakalaka, here they go. I haven't even had the chance to put them in a Ziploc bag yet, or the little poly bags that I bought, or what are they called? Cellophane bags? I don't know. But anyways, haven't had a chance to put them in there. However, these are the Cream razor refills. They come 4 in a pack. And I've got it listed as a bundle. And so, yay, super excited. These are going to go out. I'm going to check the hours of operation for the post office that I normally go to see what time they open in the morning. If they open before I have to be at work, then they will get dropped off in the morning. If not, then they will definitely get dropped off Saturday morning. So, yay.